What is this New Year update? And hey there, dear friends, you're on the Melonfonk channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the upcoming New Year update in Melon Playground. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, also hit the like button and write your awesome comment. It's not hard for you, and it'll make me really happy. Happy New Year to everyone. Well, I won't take up your time anymore. Make yourself some tea, grab some gingerbread, and enjoy your viewing. So, dear friends, update 33.2026 is coming soon. I think there's no need to explain why exactly this numbering. Every year, the developers, by some kind of tradition, and our developers love symbolism, for some reason always name the New Year version after the upcoming year, and since 2026 is next, that's the numbering we're getting. What will be in the update? Well, of course, we're getting a New Year event. I really want it to be at least not worse than the Halloween one, so it would be great to see some kind of New Year boss or something like that. I think it would be really cool. Besides the boss, we're expecting some kind of event, like the usual default ones that developers add in the form of daily quests, which, in my opinion, are very boring, and such events have become quite tiresome. I think for you too. However, it's a great way to grab some free loot. So these events are the best way to just take and collect free mesos. And for New Year, developers very often give out a crazy amount of gifts, and I think this year won't be an exception. We're expecting a lot of presents. So get ready, guys. This update is coming very soon. I think maybe next week or in 2. So get ready for the update. Get your smartphones ready, because a lot of exciting content awaits you for New Year. Many people ask every day what's going on with the Endless Ocean. Unfortunately, it definitely won't be added in the next update, the New Year one, because the New Year update is something light, chill, with lots of gifts. Usually, not many items are added, so it won't be a global update, but we'll still have a lot of content. So don't expect the Endless Ocean, and the developers themselves said that the Endless Ocean update will come after this one, meaning we skip the New Year update and somewhere in January, maybe late December. Although originally the developers promised the Endless Ocean in November, it seems they're still delaying it a bit. January is the final deadline for the Endless Ocean release, and that's already a solid date. It most likely won't be postponed anymore. So our task is just to wait and understand that the developers are working. And if they've been working on the update for a year, then it's going to be really awesome. What do you think about this? Be sure to write in the comments. What else could the developers add in the New Year update? Honestly, I'm really hoping for the Frozen Lake map, which was in one of the old polls. I don't know why, I have no info about it, it's just my guess, I'm telling you right away. But I really want them to add this map, and maybe the developers will do it. It fits the theme perfectly, it would be pretty hype, and everyone would be interested, especially since the developers have started adding lots of items from old polls, so I think seeing the Frozen Lake would be really cool, and I fully expect it to happen. What do you think about that? Of course, write in the comments. It would be awesome if the developers added Easter eggs like a Christmas tree that appears in different parts of the map. That would be really cool. We just find those trees and collect gifts, like a quest, like an event. From those gifts, we'd get, for example, meat, and there'd be motivation to play. We'd search, have fun, and overall it would be really interesting. Also, it would be great if they finally changed the menu, because the old menu has been repeating year after year, and of course this year something needs to change. Naturally, the old one is just worn out and we want something fresh. I think the developers will probably put in some effort and draw new textures, although I can't say anything for sure about that. I pushed a lot of ideas last year, and many of those ideas the developers actually took note of and used. They'll add lots of different weapons like a snowball launcher or snow catapults. Again, there's no 100% guarantee, but according to the developers, they seriously considered this idea. If you have any really cool ideas, then write them in the comments right now, and maybe the developers will take them into account. And I'll just suggest one of your awesome features to them, and maybe you'll influence the future of Melon Playground updates. What else would I like to see in the game? It would be cool if the developers added new transport, sleds. Last year, they added a bunch of costumes, and this year, I don't think they'll add more because there are already way too many, plus there's a costume editor, so I don't think the developers will come up with anything new in that regard. It's just not relevant anymore. I'd add new gift boxes because the old ones are kind of boring, and there aren't that many toys. It would be great if opening them gave a random item, and we'd get gifts in the form of free melons or some secret items that would trigger achievements. Also, last year I pushed the idea of adding a new character named Cookie. What kind of character would that be? He would appear using a new decorative item, a cookie and a nano assembler. When he appears in the game, he's a super fragile character. His sounds would be different from others, his texture too, and overall he'd give off a cookie smell. I think adding new secret characters always excites the audience. It's always super interesting, especially since we saw the Terminator. Everyone tried to get new Terminators because it's just fun and unusual. So the cookie character, if he's added to the game, won't be an exception. What do you think about that? Write in the comments. Also, right now the developers are actively adding more and more potions, and I think this update won't be an exception. It would be really cool if the developers added a potion of fun. Basically, when you break this potion, all characters start dancing, lose control, and just act totally crazy because they're just vibing and relaxing. I think that would be awesome because the developers already added the head crab and characters act totally crazy. So why not add something similar in the form of a potion? That would be really fun. Again, friends, I can't share all the info with you, unfortunately, because there's a gentleman's agreement, and I can't tell you some secrets about the updates. But trust me, the New Year update will be pretty interesting. Again, leave your ideas in the comments, and they'll definitely appear in the game if they seem interesting to me. And if they're cool, I always send them to the developers. What do you think about that? Write in the comments. Well, that's the end of my video. Thanks everyone for watching. Good luck to all. Bye everyone, and remember, buddy, as always, see you in a few days.